Hi, because you're one of the millions of people today using computers, I'd like to review and go over the correct computer chair that we should be in, along with proper ergonomics and positioning of our body to help preserve our spine. We know that sitting incorrectly ruins our spine, leading to pinched nerves, muscle spasm, cumulative trauma disorders, pain, neck pain, pain into the arm and hands and into the mid-back, as well as lower back pain. The number one tip you should understand is being aware of your body. You get so entwined in what you're doing on the computer, you forget what's happening with your body. What is your body doing? How long is it in its awkward position? How long are you slouched over, your head forward, your shoulders forward, your eyes straining? So the number one key, the number one thing that you need to be aware of is what is happening with your body at all times. One of the most important things you can do is invest in a good chair. I'm not talking about a fold-up chair, a school chair, but a chair that has support, that has somewhat foam underneath to help support the legs. You have armrests to help support the arms. You have a little support to help support the lower back. And a chair that's semi-comfortable, because if you're spending long hours doing anything on the computer, your body is also spending those long hours and you can be doing a lot of harm to it and not even knowing it. But also, you need to make sure you often get up and walk around. Take the stress off those muscles. Get up, walk around, sit back down. Routinely get into the habit of changing positions. You want to make sure your hips are squarely against the back of the chair. This will ensure that you're not overarching your lower back and looking over your computer and putting excessive stress on your mid and lower back as well as your neck regions. Also, if your chair does not have a good support for your lower back, make sure you put a rolled up pillow in there, a towel, or a lumbar support. That will help support the lumbar lordosis, and that will allow your shoulders to come back naturally to help support better posture. Now, your key objects, such as your telephone, your stapler, or whatever materials you have, keep it close to the body to prevent excessive stretching. If you cannot get to these particular items easily, it's a good idea to stand up and get them rather than trying to reach over continuously minute after minute. Regarding your mouse, make sure it's close to your keyboard. It's very important that you are aware that you keep the wrist in a natural and comfortable position, not flexed down or not flexed up. If you're not keeping your wrist in a neutral plane, you can be overexerting the tendons in the hand, which can lead to carpal tunnel syndrome. If you have a wrist rest, use it. This will minimize the stress on your wrist. This will keep your hand in a normal position where you won't get those awkward positions to cause excessive stress and strain on those tendons and ligaments, which can lead to carpal tunnel syndrome. Now, regarding desk dimensions, there are different heights, there are different widths, there are different depths. But the most important thing is don't cramp the space under your desk with storage material. Give your legs enough room where you can bend your knees 90 degrees and get your feet flat on the floor. Even if you want to change positions with your feet, maybe a little footstool periodically to change positions, that will be helpful as well. Now, what about your monitor height? The computer screen, where should it be? That is extremely important. If the screen is too low, you're going to be spending much of your time in a forward head posture. If it's off to the side, you're going to be overutilizing muscles on one side of your body and overstressing and irritating nerves. You want to make sure that the screen is out in front of you. Generally, about an arm's length. It's about 18 to 28 inches. The top of the screen must be slightly below eye level. Regarding your elbow measure, you first want to begin sitting comfortable as close as possible to the desk so your upper arms are parallel to the spine. You want to rest your hands on your work surface, which is your desktop, your computer keyboard, and if your elbows are not at a 90-degree angle, you need to adjust the office chair either up or down. It's very important that you keep those elbows approximately 90 degrees. So you need to get into the habit of good posture, becoming aware of your body at all times. The more you practice, it's going to eventually become a part of you. You won't even have to think about it anymore. But if you're looking down for prolonged periods of time with that forward head posture, remember your head weighs 12 pounds. For every inch you go forward, that's an additional 10 pounds. 1 inch, 22 pounds. 2 inches, 32 pounds. 3 inches, 42 pounds of weight that your muscles of the back of the neck and shoulders have to hold up. That's what leads to spinal degeneration, disc herniations, and pinched nerves, as well as lots of pain. So you have a choice to do things correctly. This is your body. This is your future. If you don't take care of it, it's not going to take care of you. Make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.